Hello everyone, it's 10 Types, and today I'm going to be playing Marvel Snap. And I imagine this is a game that uh, some of you have played and some of you haven't. I have played this game before. This is not my first time playing, but I'm going to show it off for you. Pretty much, you play cards. It's very basic. It's going to show us through the tutorial. You play cards at different locations. They do stuff. It's kind of so it has power, and then you need as much power as possible to win. And this is the PC version as well, which is a bit interesting. And so we're gonna go ahead and play these cards here. I'm actually going to double check to see if you can see my mouse. I don't remember how I've set this. I do have the mouse showing. I'll keep that on for now. Comment down below what you think of that. Sorry, there's probably gonna be some flickering, but I'll have the mouse so I can motion to certain cards. And I can see my opponent's cards. But so you need as much power at the different locations as possible. And the cards have special abilities, unsurprisingly. This one says if your opponent played a card here this turn, you get 3 more power. And as always, more power is always good. So I'll drop this here. And so you can see that the power kind of works like that. There's energy. So it's pretty much like Pokemon. You have you do damage in Pokemon or prize cards as the win condition, and then you also have these various locations. You want to win 3 of them. This one, I just draw a card. It doesn't. The locations matter some, but they're not completely crucial all the time. And I guess we're actually playing a game now. Oh, you see some cool effects here as well. This one, Medusa. I think Hawkeye isn't. You see some arrows coming out. Pretty cool. Let's see, I'll drop Hawkeye here and this here. I don't really know what deck this is. It's just whatever you start with. So I'm going to go ahead, and you see that I'm playing. I have a certain amount of energy. That turn I had, I think, 3 energy. But now we can go ahead, and we probably had 4. So we got Iron Man here, and you see it does this ability that says your total power at this location is doubled, so obviously you want as much power as possible. Oh, we don't have energy yet, apparently. Yeah, so we got some, I think there are some lines that are being said as well. It's really interesting because you see, these Marvel characters that are so iconic, and that's what really helps this game out. I've talked this game a lot up in the past, and I think for a good reason. It's because, let's see what's happening. I'm not really sure what this tutorial is doing, but I'm sure it's fine. We can drop this here, and I should be able to win. And my opponent's going to, not win. That's fine. So yeah, we won this location. So we won the game. Let's see, we won the one on the right, the one in the middle, because we had 10 here, my opponent only had 6. We had 9 here, my opponent only had 2. And this one we lost 17-21. But because I won 2 out of the 3, we move on and win. Now I'm going to go play. So it has this upgrading system, which is interesting. So you see this card here. It's whatever. We quote visually upgrade it. Although it doesn't look that much different. We see it gets frame broken. So you can see that around the outsides here, it looks like the art extends beyond the card. So that's cool. It's nothing amazing. And we upgrade it again, apparently. So now it's 3D. It's kind of hard to notice, so I can move it around with my mouse, I think. Never mind. But on your phone, which is much more noticeable. And comment down below if you're okay with phone gameplay. I'd probably rather do it on my phone, though the audio quality will get worse. But the gameplay will be better, probably. But then when you move your phone around, it tracks the motion, and you can see it there. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to not end my turn, but... yeah, so you see, it's going to introduce energy now. So, as I said, you want as much power, but you have energy. You can only play a certain amount of cards per turn. Or you can play as many cards per turn, but only limited by energy. So, I'll undo that. You can undo actions. Looks like there's no timer as well, because we're going through the tutorial. But so we can go ahead and play. You see these fun little animations here. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy, but we can drop this in any of these locations. And it's 1 energy. It gives us 2 power. You see that there. And so now we dropped it in that location, Xandar there. And it the location says it gets another power. And So we're winning this location. It says you get 2 energy the second turn, 3 energy the third turn, 4 energy the fourth turn, 5 energy the fifth turn, and 6 energy the sixth turn. And if you don't spend energy on a turn, you don't carry it over. So you want to spend as much energy per turn as you can. You see, this card here has an ability that I just played, Medusa. Okay, let's see. It says on reveal, which is when you play it, pretty much an on-play ability. If this is at the middle location, which is this one right here, which obviously is the middle, then you get +2 power. So instead of it being the base, which it says here is 2, it's 2 plus the 2 from the ability, and then it gets 4. Mr. Fantastic, I think if you just click it, I don't know, it's a bit sensitive if you do certain movements, but Mr. Fantastic, with its 3 energy and 2 power, seems underwhelming, but just like in a game like Pokemon or other games, if base stats are weak, it's fine. You can have really good abilities. This one has an ongoing ability, meaning that it happens all the time. This is kind of like the distinction between Pokebuys and Pokepowers and Pokemon that used to exist. It says adjacent locations, which would be the ones to the right and left of it, meaning you want in the middle to optimize this. Then they get 2 power. So we get 2 here on the right in the hub, 2 here in the middle from the vault because of the power of Mr. Fantastic himself, and then 2 here on the left from Mr. Fantastic again. So now we can go ahead, play Punisher, which does more damage, more power for each card my opponent has there, and I can drop Misty Knight as well, which is no ability here. It just has a quote. There aren't too many cards like that. Hulk has no ability. Misty Knight, Shocker, and Wasp, they all have no abilities, but they're interesting, honestly. The game's super interesting. The deck's only 12 cards on like 60 with Pokemon. You see 9 out of the 12 cards, so that's pretty cool. You can go ahead and drop this, I think. I'm not sure what my opponent's going to do, but I'm probably overthinking this as it is the tutorial. But I can put Iron Man here, and we should be able to win. They didn't put anything. So this location, you see, says that on turn 6, cards can't be played here. So it makes each deck game a little different because it works a little differently. So now we can't play anything here. They played Sarah, which says it reduces the cost of cards in your hand. So that's kind of cool. They have some nice abilities. Iron Man, as I said, doubles the power of a very strong card. And now you can only play 4 cards per location as well. So my opponents played 4, filled theirs up, so it's unlikely that they'll be able to get any more power there. There is a certain card. Yes, my opponent is insulting me. My AI opponent is insulting me. But you can see there that they have filled up all 4 of their locations. You can see I can play. Oh, and we got this cool animation here with Cyclops. Some of the animations are super fun. This card's bad though, so. But I can play here. I can't play here because of the vault, but I can play here. My opponent can't play here now though because they filled their location up. So I'm just gonna play here, and I'm gonna probably win all 3 locations if I had to guess. Not guaranteed, but yeah. So I'm gonna drop the Hulk. They're gonna drop something Sentinel, which isn't a very good card, but it's an okay card. But as you see, it only gave them 4 power there, so we won all 3 locations. We only need to win 2, as I said. But I'm just gonna walk through the tutorial. Comment down below though what you actually want to see me play. As I said, this is not my actual account. I created like a new account, so I should, unless I do this wrong. If I do this wrong, I'm gonna delete all my stuff on my old account, which will be sad. But yeah, we got Sentinel, as I said. It just adds another Sentinel to your hand. It kind of grows, kind of like the Emolga in Pokemon. But yeah, you can see your collection now, and you can open a deck. Says this new card is great. It's better than Shocker, I suppose. I'm not sure what they want me to do. Oh, click on it. So I can remove from deck, and then I can go and play against another bot. Enter a name. I'll be Superb Violin 60, and we'll send that. Nothing describes me better than that. So, yeah, we got Quicksilver. Quicksilver zooped in at the start because it always starts in your opening hand, which is actually it's not a very good card, but in early play, it's certainly fine. And being able to guarantee a 1 power card the first turn of the game feels pretty decent. And then we're gonna see Mindscape, which is an interesting ability. So you saw Central Park, this location here, as a squirrel to each location, which is just this one cost, which doesn't really matter because everything doesn't have cost. It just gets there automatically in this case. We can't play any cards here, which is kind of funny. Not ideal, obviously, but this is the deck we have to play with. I believe we lose. There's a game where we lose in the tutorial. It might be this one. I don't remember. I think you have to lose it. But so they're gonna do something. I think. No, okay. So they're gonna drop kill him. So that's fine. I'm trying to think what the best play is here. Probably Cyclops is fine. But they're going to go ahead and, yeah, I think it's the next game that we lose. It, like, some weird thing happens with a location. But you see kill here. You can't play cards here after turn 6. The other one, you couldn't play cards there on the 5th turn. So we actually tie this location, which comes to another interesting thing. You see that we're tied at 2 locations. My opponent's winning at 1. And so we can play cards here still, which is kind of cool. But you see that we're tied, but my opponent's actually up because they're winning this one location. If I'm winning 1, my opponent's winning 1, and we're tied at a 3rd, it's decided by who has the most power overall. So it works pretty nicely. And if we're tied on power, it just ends in a tie, which is fine. So now I'm trying to think the best way to win this location. So I can drop 4. So this is worth 4, 5, 6. So I'll play both of these cards here. And I should be able to win this location now. There's no guarantee, but we'll see what my opponent goes for here. They're going to go for a Punisher play themselves, but we'll be able to win this location by 1, which feels good. And now that we see this location is closed off, we essentially have this guaranteed to win, which is really nice. Now we can drop. Let's see. We're going to swap hands next turn, which feels kind of bad. But I think we'll play into this Iron Man, which doubles the power at this location. But it doubles it forever. So they're going to go ahead and drop that card, Neymar, which isn't great. That's not great use for them. But we can get Iron Man here. And then it says we swap hands at the start of this turn. So we are currently winning, which is pretty cool. And we can guarantee the win, essentially, here with this Hulk play. Yes, we'll win kill. We've already won that. Central Park, now we're going to drop this Hulk worth 24 because it's doubled with Iron Man. And so my opponent retreated there, which is interesting. Retreating is conceding, but in this game, you lose. You lose cubes, which we just won 1 cube there. I can upgrade this as well, so I'll do that. But you gain cubes the more you play. And that's like the ranking. We can get some more cards as well, which is really cool. You get cards by... So I upgrade this art. Now you see this quote-unquote frame break thing where the art extends beyond the border, which is cool. It works very well in an online game. It says, protect my account. I will sign in. I'll sign in now, I guess. Let's see. Does this delete my account? That'll be bad if it does. I'm going to sign in. I got quite a few more cards, but this is like the ranking you have. You can go up to infinite, I guess. I've not hit that. I've only hit, I think I'm gold. Let's see, though. I'd like to sign in. If I can figure that out, which I probably can't. But I'm going to go ahead, sign in here. And I don't believe you can see this. I want to make sure you can't see this. Yeah, you can't see me signing in with Google, so that's good. Go ahead and do this. So, but yeah, the game's really fun, and I'll show you my collection here real quick. And I think you can't currently play against other real people, which is unfortunate. But they're going to add that, and they're adding a lot of things to the game, which is really, really cool. So it's growing, and it's really fun. You're going to go ahead and log on, though, so I can get my actual account here. Sign in, and hopefully, as I said, this doesn't delete all my stuff. I feel like account. Okay, so that didn't work. I can't show you that. But you get the idea. You start with some cards here. You grab, you can make decks. Like I'll throw together a quick deck. Drop in Hawkeye, Medusa, Quicksilver, Star-Lord, Punisher, Jessica Jones, Iron Man, Abomination, Hulk. Oh, we don't have a lot of cards. Let's see. The Thing's fine. Misty Knight's fine. And we can drop in Cyclops is fine. So yeah, we can go ahead. You can just play with the different decks, and you see all these. There's a lot of different currencies, which is kind of weird. I could get free credits, which are another currency. You got gold, which is like the paid currency. It's a bit glitchy here as well for some reason. Current credits. These boosters, which are the big one, I think. Or no, it's not. I don't know. There's boosters. And then there are the collection level things. You can get different arts. You got this really cool art of Abomination, which is kind of cool. You got the pixel art with like Hawkeye, Hulk. But yeah, that's all for today. Just introducing you to the game. Comment down below how you want me to, if you want this to see me play this game, how you want me to see me play this game. Yeah, as I said, I haven't played on the computer before, so next time I'll hopefully be signed into my actual account. But yeah, as always, I really enjoyed this. Comment down below what you think of Marvel Snap, how you compare it to games like Pokemon and other games you might play. And I highly recommend you play it on mobile. It's free, really fun. And as always, I'm excited to see you in the next video.